All right.
Night and day.
So, again, I'm alone. Just kidding. Everybody's here. I got a present for you, Kristen.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Let me just.
And just like that, we've lost all our fan base, and it's been nice working with you all.
so
Well,
Chico, if you do the honors.
you can always, do a
Look.
crowdfund and make what? How much she made?
20K.
$20,000. Right. That she did not have to use on her surgery.
This is ILNL.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to ILNL. I'm Tim, and everybody's here, even though we're all remote. We're finally able to figure this out. So we're going to have everybody here. So let me go ahead and jump to camera where everyone's here. Hey, everybody.
What up?
So let's go down the line. Chico, how you been?
Cold. And very, very disappointed with the snow.
Very
That's
nice.
not snow.
Chris.
I'm chilling. Staying out of the way. Staying out of the way.
All right. Kristen.
I am eco-friendly. This is what she should have used instead of the glue.
Wow.
No, this stuff is bomb. But I will say that I got my appointment to get the vaccine. So I am full of relief. Oh yeah, Chris. I got my appointment. So shout out to PG County. How are you, Tim?
I'm making the best of it. I miss seeing you guys' faces, so it's good to kind of see you guys again.
Not you.
Not that face. And
I now think Grogu is cute.
And make sure he's sleeping. We don't want any disturbances. Damn it. Get out of the shot. We'll talk about you later.
I feel like if you have Grogu, you should also have I can't remember his name from the thing where you get wet. They get wet and they get
Gizmo.
Gizmo, thank you.
Congratulations.
We can find one.
True.
All right, so let's jump into this thing. Let's get into this first story. All right. Jimmy Woo.
Yeah.
The Magic Man. There's talks that he's going to get a spin-off show and Marvel might pick it up. That is kind of crazy considering that he was kind of a minor character in Ant-Man. Right. And now he's kind of elevated because of WandaVision. It's just, I'm happy. I'm happy that he's even having the consideration. He was one of those characters I was like, it'll be cool to kind of see his misadventures. Mm-hmm. And so, if they give him a shot, that'd be kind of cool. So let's throw it around the table.
Him and Darcy.
That would explain why they paired them up. Cool.
They have a good chemistry, so
they do.
I could see that being a rather comical superhero-ish X-Files type deal.
And did you see where he fought in the most recent episode? I was like, okay, yes. Randall Park.
Yeah.
Go Randall Park. Okay. Get it.
He's an FBI agent. They do have training.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Well, I guess like the agents do, but not everybody like at the FBI does.
So let's go around the horn on this. All right. Outside of him learning the magic trick, and now we know that he can fight. The magic trick that Ant-Man did.
The card trick.
Card trick. Yeah. We're kind of surprised as to his development for whatever's happened from we're at the 5-year mark of the blip. So he's had a lot of growth that they can explore. Let's see. Well, let's go. Let's go in order of the screens. All right, Chris. What's your thought on the possibility of there being a, a sword spinoff with possibly this character and Darcy?
I mean, I'm here for it. Pretty much, they it's like you said, to see a minor character be elevated like that due to social media push, fans is like, they're happy to see him. He's a lovable character and things of that nature. Like that show, to me, it shows just how much Marvel is listening to its fans, its fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like it's paying attention to what the people are asking for. Yeah, and it's just one of those things. Like, if you're an actor, you never know what can come off from your minor character. I mean, he's been in other shows too. Like, I mainly know him from what is it,
Fresh off the boat.
Fresh off the boat.
Yes.
So that's why I usually I get his comedy from or what have you. So, yeah, I'd love to see it.
Chico.
I too would like to see it. I like his and Darcy's chemistry. I like the growth that they shown from Darcy being an intern to now full on doctor doing her thing. And he goes from a simple babysitting-esque agent to now he's on a main manhunt type of deal, which they still haven't explained, but that's a whole nother thing. But Marvel doesn't have too many detective type series, so this would be a welcome and refreshing change from the norm.
Cool.
So yeah, I would look forward to it.
Kristen.
Oh, to take one of Chris's phrases, I'm here for it. Like, I'm so here for it. And like the what's that comedian's name? Monique, where she's like, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. That, like, I love Randall Park in particular. He's on Fresh Off the Boat. But he's also in this movie on Netflix with I always get her name wrong. It's Ali something. Ali Wong, I believe. Called Always Be My Maybe.
Yep.
Chris
yeah,
knows
I've
what I'm
seen
talking
it. Yeah,
about.
I've seen it. Yeah, Ali Wong, him and Ali Wong is hilarious. But yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. She, if y'all don't know who she is, she did a Netflix.
Was she the comedian that did the
stand up
pregnancy?
Yes.
But pregnant both times doing the stand up.
Both times. She and I think Amy Schumer also did it too. But she was the first one. And he is a huge hip hop head, which is why it's in a lot of the characters. Yeah, he can freestyle. If you watch the movie, Always Be My Maybe, like he has his own like Foster the People type of hip hop group in the movie. And he's just naturally funny, naturally nerdy. I think he brings like an everyman quality to the show. But then like when the everyman surprises you and has about to hit you with a pun, he has some tricks up his sleeve.
Boo.
Boom, boom.
Boo.
Look, Tim, you haven't made a dad joke yet. I had to make up for you're slacking. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm obsessed with this idea, and I'm wondering because I know there are a couple of articles about it. Would he still be with the FBI, or would they bring him into SWORD?
I guess it depends on how the story goes.
Because like, isn't the essence SWORD like? Isn't that like sentient? Something sentient weapon or whatever.
Organization, blah blah blah.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if he could also be like somebody who they use as a point person for investigating potential sentient things.
He's going to end up being like who's the agent for
Sentient weapon or observation and response division.
who's the agent for Shield?
Coulson.
Thank you. He'll end
Coulson.
up being like Coulson.
Phil Coulson.
Yeah.
Phil?
That's my
Why
guess.
is he Phil? His first name is Agent. Sorry. First Avengers reference.
All right. I'm a little apprehensive. And I'll tell you why. So
you are the one. The only one.
okay.
All I see is Chris's
I was thinking I missed you guys. But I don't know, it's kind of quiet around here. I have to reconsider. All right, moving back to what I was saying.
You just don't miss me.
So, no. All right. My fear is just the over extension of the MCU. Like, I know Phase 4 was supposed to introduce all these minor characters, side characters, and give them their own fleshed out worlds. That way it expands the MCU and also takes more money from us with the whole thing of Disney Plus. But the whole thing of them just creating all these like little pockets, like it's just like with WandaVision. I didn't know what to expect when they first said that this thing called WandaVision was going to come to Disney Plus. I'm pleasantly surprised and I'm happy with it. I still feel a certain way about Falcon and the Winter Soldier because I haven't seen anything outside of the Super Bowl commercial. And I don't know what they're going to do with What If. And just the list goes on and on and on. I'm waiting for them to trip. And so far, they've been doing a good job. But still, I have it in the back of my mind that we're going to end up seeing Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, in the MCU. I just feel Disney's gonna mess it up.
Maybe on a shirt.
No, my whole thing is just like I don't see that happening because, first of all, like MCU has not let us down at all with any of their movies thus far. Name one.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, I haven't seen her. I watched that later.
Captain Marvel is good.
To me, it was
good.
good. To me, it's at the bottom of the 23? Is it 22 or 23 films?
23 films.
Right.
20, it's at the bottom.
But even if it may be at the bottom, like to my understanding, I heard it's good, so I have to watch it myself.
I'd put it above Iron Man 3.
Okay.
I like Iron Man 3. I don't like Iron Man 2.
So, and the thing is, I'm confident in it because of WandaVision. Yeah, starting off, like you said, I was just like, what is going? But it was like, but I realized what it was with WandaVision. We're so used to, we're in a generation. Well, we're not even a generation. We're in a place in time where we can binge watch stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I purposely haven't watched Power, the Book of Ghosts, or whatever it's called. I haven't watched that because I want to binge watch it. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't watched the first, not even the first episode. I like binge watching things. So, but, I love Marvel. So that's why, every Friday morning before I start class, I'm watching WandaVision. You know what I'm saying? First of all, to put me in a good mood on a Friday. Secondly,
yes, 100.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, in it's the way it's unfolding. It's like, oh my God. And then like I watch a lot of the Easter egg videos afterwards, which is about 20 minutes itself. So it's like I feel like I'm getting like the double whammy. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to watch the show and there's certain things that I'm sure I didn't catch that I'm catching on the Easter egg, the Easter egg videos.
Right.
So I'm confident. They still have my confidence. Like they have not show me
They haven't given you
that
reason to believe that they
haven't
won't do it right. I
right. So I
can
guess I
appreciate that.
get what you for you. I get that because it's like it's only just one show thus far.
Right.
So well,
Yeah.
and it's So I mean, I get what you're saying.
Like
Can I push back a little bit, Tim?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or not push back, but kind of like where I see where you're coming from.
Go ahead.
I think as long as they keep most of these things, at least for now, as limited series, there's a better chance of them being solid. I will say minimally solid, as opposed to like really great or really good. And it's almost like I feel like they're testing things out to see what people respond to, and that's why they're calling them limited series. Because if, like you said, like I love Anthony Mackie. Sorry, Tunisia. And I'm a Sebastian stan. But thank you, Chris. But them working together without the support of the other major players in the Avengers, I am a little bit like, okay, how's that going to work with, Bucky's sort of stoicism and Anthony Mackie's very over the top personality. So again, that's why I'm thinking like if they stick with limited series for now and see what the crowd response is, I'm fine with them doing a whole bunch of things. But if WandaVision's any indication of like the bar, that it's a good sign. It's a good sign.
Fair enough. I can work with that. Like I agree with both of you on your thoughts as far as like Marvel hasn't had a miscue yet. I mean, basically once Marvel Studios became what we know Marvel Studios to be, they righted the ship of Fox and Sony. And so like I have to agree, like they haven't given us reason to believe that they won't treat their characters with care and do the things that's necessary to make the story still pop and all that. So I guess I could work with that. I'm wondering what situations they could put him in, because like let's say they do go kind of X-Files on it. What in Marvel could they play with?
I don't think it's going to be X-Files. I don't think it's going to be like that.
You don't think it's going to be a buddy thing?
That's what the article said. I mean,
I know, but that's the pitch that the guy who like originally, like some random fan who came up with the idea was saying. I think it would be something to do with either like, what is it, the Young Avengers?
Excuse me.
What? Okay. Or the like the reintroduction of the X-Men. I feel like he might have something to do with that since he was investigating Ant-Man and all of that. And
you're talking about the original X-Men. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The X when I saw it.
Oh, you thought still talking about Falcon?
No. I saw the X-Men, the last movie when you said that. Oh God.
No. Not last semester.
I'm like convinced that Monica Rambeau has her powers now because she went through the.
Yeah, I think they alluded to that with the whole thing of her like genetic makeup being changed. So I think they're trying to introduce Photon. So yeah, we'll see.
Like I peeped game on that when I saw when she was thrown through and she still had remnants of Wanda's,
like the red.
Yeah.
On her when she went out. I was like, okay, well, there's that. So yeah.
So she's gonna be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where there's like an ooze that is Wanda's power.
That's a good way to put it.
That mutates a lot of the people who end up coming out of Westview, and I'm convinced that it's going to be Young Avengers, or it's going to be the next. It's going to be the next X-Men. I feel like that's why they brought in
Quicksilver,
Evan Peters.
Yeah,
like he's their transition. We know that they're bringing other things over from what is that, Fox?
Yeah, Fox.
Yeah, so I just have this feeling that it's going to be something like that. And Jimmy Woo would be, since he's going to be the one who has experience with that Westview world.
Yep.
He might be like the one who spearheads that particular program or something.
You kind of, I hate to be the person that does this, but I kind of told everybody so. Like, if we go back into earlier episodes of ILNL, I was saying that, watch, you're going to use this Phase 4 shows as the way to bring in X-Men and Fantastic Four. And so far we have
we all said that.
Yeah, we have a rite of passage on Quicksilver. Even him doing the Halloween thing, his outfit was old X-Men, which was awesome. I love that they did that. Even the hairstyle, they played with it.
I love that, the hairstyle.
Yeah. And with the kids getting their powers.
One's name is Wiccan. What is the other one?
Speed.
Oh, that's so much more boring compared to Wiccan. Okay.
Yeah,
You
and
call it like Bullet or something.
Well, I don't know who created those two. I have to look at my encyclopedia. Being that they've done all that, and they're playing with the whole thing of we're going to show ourselves now. This feels very X-Men. So I'm almost certain that whatever they do for the spinoff, it will have an X-Men tie, and for that, since this is the going phrase of the conversation, I'm gonna change cameras. I'm here for it. Yeah, I get my
there
chance
we go.
to say that.
We'll put that on a t-shirt.
There you go. All right. Moving on.
We need a segment that just means that's entitled "I'm here for it."
Done. All right. Moving on.
Let's say that's the whole episode.
So, Japanese government could change cosplay, according to Kotaku, one of the really cool sites on the internet. Japan is really getting how to say. Sure, let's go with that word.
Rude.
Really out of pocket. I like that. Out of pocket. Okay. With the expectation of what you can be or could be or should be or would be when it comes to cosplay. Let's see. I'll start off with Chico on this because him and I have an intimate relationship when it comes to cosplay and cosplayers and stuff like that. So, okay, we have cosplayers that we know personally, and they do it professionally. I mean, even some to the point where they are commissioned to make cosplay for people. This story broke.
L girl.
Who?
L. No? Stardust?
No. I know what you said. No. We're talking about like family friends. People we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
What's your thought on this? Like, is this ridiculousness or something we saw coming down the pipe?
It's a lot of things. From a very small standpoint, where they're using the cosplays and really getting into character to make their own money and things off of that, I could see where you should probably get permission from the creator or something of that nature if you're going to go full force with it. Randomly going to a con, no big. Making somebody a costume that you honestly could have done yourself and made money off of, but I digress. Yeah, small change, but yeah, it throws off a lot of things because you got cosplayers who, I don't know if you say professionally dress up, but they'll go to like hospitals and things like that.
Right.
So you're trying to put a tax on that, basically. So it's, I mean, like I said, one side, I get it. Like, people are making money off of something you created. I don't exactly see how the government is trying to get involved in it, but
It's because it's copyright law,
hmm,
and the government isn't like hasn't been enforcing it when it's been discovered that people like they said that one person, Anaku, was making $90,000 a month
For her appearances. Yep.
Yeah. So, and so it's like instead of paying somebody from the company who is authorized to use that character, they're maybe saving money, I guess, and paying a regular person instead of somebody who's hired by the actual owners of the images and characters.
And the weird thing about that is, like, I can understand the whole subculture of dressing up, being in cosplay and like living a life in cosplay. I mean, from every documentary we've ever seen of Japan life, and like the old dude who dresses up as a schoolgirl. That's like
Yeah.
I
that's
can't
like
think of his name, but I know
life.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
life. And so now to have don't worry, Chris, I will show
Chris
you
hasn't seen
later.
him.
Yeah, it's
You'll love it.
interesting.
It is fabulous and fantastic. It is amazing. And he's actually in a game on the Nintendo Switch, which I have. I will show you later.
See, did he get paid for that? Well, I guess he's just a random schoolgirl.
I don't know.
So here's my thing.
Oh, hold on real quick. Just don't lose your thought. The thing of the government stepping in feels a bit arbitrary. It feels like it's like the whole thing of Amazon. For years, Amazon would allow you to make purchases and you wouldn't get taxed on it because it was online sales. Everybody saved money. It was great. And then the states was like, it's not fair that you're selling stuff and we don't get a cut. And then all of a sudden now we have local tax because they have to build warehouses in the state of Maryland.
Did you
And
just compare cosplay to cannabis?
no, I compared cosplay's taxes to Amazon's taxes. It
Capitalism.
It shouldn't happen. And that's all I'm saying to that. Chris, go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay, so here's my thing. I can see this getting way out of control. As far as my thing is this: if you beefing about somebody making money off of your
Intellectual property.
of your intellectual property, your brand, and this, that, and the third, then you do it. And more than likely they're not. And the thing is, a lot of times, like, they're not going to be the ones to do it. And my whole thing is just like, for instance, I think about, we talked about VT
Heroes.
VT Heroes.
Yep.
Okay. So,
which everybody could catch that interview exclusively on YouTube.
Plug.
And our site.
So
there you go.
So with VT Heroes, he was talking about, he was like, he'd love to see different people wearing his the creator, he said he'd love to see people dressing up in cosplay as this and the third. And my thing is this, like, go get your money, grown grown folk. Make your daggone money. And that's the thing, like, it's like people are so upset about somebody else making a coin off of it. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I am a member of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. Okay. Part of the Divine Nine. Yeah. So there is an issue. So we're going to bring that.
I feel left out.
There's this.
It sounds so regal and important.
It is. September 19th, 1963.
And that and
Morgan State College, now Morgan State University.
And I feel left out.
The brown and gold.
Exactly. Like if you want to,
well, I mean,
what
Tim,
do you want?
Are you? Why don't you
if
join?
You want to pledge, right?
No, I don't want anybody to beat on me.
Are y'all centaurs or minotaurs?
I don't know who.
Centaurs.
I don't know. I have a bad.
Talking about hazing.
Yeah, I have a bad. Please go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
just
we don't.
Look,
yeah.
look,
We
it's
don't
like
haze.
the
We've
line
never had a.
is the line is we don't beat you.
No, our line is we we're not hazing organization, and on top of that, we don't have any lawsuits dealing with hazing. Period. The only one. So anyway,
That's a word.
um,
That's a word.
so my whole
Please
thing is so
continue.
there's this thing is with like copyright infringement. So now, so when things first started off, people were making their own paraphernalia and this and the third and blah 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 blah. As the years have gone by, now is a situation where people are like, oh, you have to buy this paraphernalia from this vendor, da 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 da. You can't make
Right.
your da 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 da. I wish somebody would tell me that I can't make an IOTA shirt, I can't make a Centaur coat, I can't do this and the third, and I am a member.
See, that's the thing, though.
Okay.
You're a
Yeah.
A
member.
me?
Yeah. I was about
A
to
whole
say.
me?
A whole you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You're
So
a
my whole
member,
thing is
though.
a
Yeah.
member.
Yeah. That's a
Okay.
big distinction between
So
what this is
here's my
and what
thing.
that is.
And I get that. So my whole thing is just like when it comes to this, it's like yeah, I can see this getting out of control because like if Japan is doing it, the US ain't gonna be too far behind. The US is not gonna be too far behind. They're gonna be like, oh well, yeah, you can't, you're gonna have people coming to the conventions or whatever. Like it can get out of control. You know what I'm saying? I can see people, just doing stupid stuff. Oh well, we saw you because they were talking about even posting it on your Instagram, and we all know how Instagram and Facebook is.
Yep.
How they sit down there every time you make a post about something, it ain't got nothing to do with COVID. Now they want to, every time you turn
Oh,
around,
yeah.
COVID, this kind of
Facebook
thing.
jail much?
Yeah, they
Or-
put the thing at the, yeah.
I stay locked up in Facebook jail. I'm a G. So
I know, you
my
got your
whole
own
thing is,
suite, boo.
baby, listen. So
You need a
on
Facebook jail
top of
prison
it,
tat.
I do. So my whole thing is just like, Facebook, like stuff like what Instagram is like hitting me up on my timeline. It's almost a video you posted December 2019 is blah 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 copyright blah blah blah. Girl, bye. Go kill yourself 3 times on Sunday. I ain't got time for it. So my whole thing is this can get way out of control. People are simply being creative. And my thing is this: if they make a coin off of it, like I'm even thinking about the card game that I'm pondering in my head. Okay, if somebody decided that they wanted to dress up as one of my characters, this, that, and the third, and they making their 90,000, and I'm only making my 10,000. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, I can feel some kind of way, but my whole thing is this: what am I getting? I'm gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna be mad at you for sitting on there and being creative and making your coin, and you did it best. Matter of fact, baby, I might try to hire you.
That's
Do
exactly
that.
what I was about to say.
Do
I would
that.
want to
Hire
partner.
them. Exactly.
Be
Partner
like,
up with them.
okay.
So you know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't have to do it. They don't have to do it, but then you're gonna have that cease and desist, and you can't wear blah blah blah. And yeah, I can see this getting out of control. If Japan goes through with this, I can see the U.S. not too far behind.
Just jumping in on this because it immediately made me think of Mega Ran. Like the thing about Mega Ran is he's a fan of Mega Man, and he let it be known that he was a fan of Mega Man, that he grew up on the game, he loved the character, and he made a moniker based off of this character, and it was no like straight up infringement on Mega Man. Like it wasn't like a 1-to-1. I mean, he changed a couple of things, but you know that it was inspired by this character that was owned by Capcom. What did Capcom do? Thank you for helping to push our game out. We're going to go and put you on TV. You're going to use our licensed music? Great. Go for it. They embraced the fandom and saw it as an opportunity to get, in a way for business, free marketing. Like essentially, this person that's in this article is getting paid $90,000 a month to do appearances. That's $90,000 of free advertising that you don't have to come out of pocket to pay.
And that's the way to do it.
And
that's the way to do it.
And the only thing about it though that makes it weird is that according to this article, it has nothing to do with the owner of the IP. This is government related. They're basically saying we don't want you to be Las Vegas here in Japan. Not Las Vegas. New York, Times Square. The whole thing with the characters.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say this reminds me of The Incredible Kimmy Schmidt. If has anybody seen
I saw a
that
couple
on
of
Netflix?
episodes of it.
It's in the first like 1 or 2 episodes where one of I can't remember his name on the Titus Andromedon. Yeah, he is like passing out flyers or something, and he's in one of those costumes, and it's like, this isn't the name, but their characters like Bye Kitty instead of Hello Kitty, and then there's like Steel Man instead of Iron Man, and like they end up shutting down the shop, but it's like people are hiring these bootleg versions of the characters to do their advertising or to go to children's parties and whatnot, and so it's an issue of like copyright infringement.
That brings up something else that kind of parallels with what Chris was saying, and I'll kind of want to throw it out there because, I mean, again, this doesn't feel like it has any relationship to the story for the simple fact that it's not the IP holder that's doing this, it's the government that's doing this. The example that you provided of if you made your card game, Chris, and people saw it to cosplay the characters that you created in this game, and it just showed the love and appreciation for the game that they would want to embody these characters. That's kind of a sign of respect that you just cannot buy. Yet, there is also the side of it where, okay, do I want to take the Disney approach on this and say cease and desist because you are infringing on my copyright? Like, where do you find that line between creativity and for the lack of a better term, because Kristen said it already, capitalism?
Like, for me, I'm not that guy. And I mean, a lot of times, like when it comes down to it, when people are like, "Oh, it's just business," it's like even in business, character plays a part. So, and then you can weigh the pros and cons. It's like you said, you could deem it as a form of respect, and love and admiration for your brand. You know what I'm saying? And even free marketing for your brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, more than likely, if people start seeing your character all over the place, hashtagging it and put it all over social media and this and the third, more than likely people are going to want to see what's it all about. People are going to go to YouTube. People are going to search it. People are going to look into buying your game or buying whatever your product is. But you want to sit in there and be, like I said, this is when somebody's character, somewhere, somebody's character is like, oh no, you're not going to copy, this is copyright infringement, blah, 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 blah. It is like versus you taking it on approach. Like I said, you could form a partnership with that particular, with that person who's promoting your brand for free.
I have a question though. Isn't this like what Disney does? Like
It's exactly,
not allowed.
It's exactly what Disney does. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's this
and that's
joke.
why there's like Disney bounding instead of like Disney cosplay.
Yeah, there's a joke that pretty much if there's a video that you want taken off the internet, play Disney music in the background of it.
We talked about that on an episode.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
So
Finding Nemo.
Swim, Nemo, swim.
Just keep swimming.
Tisk.
Keep swimming.
Well, see, like
tisk.
I don't know if it's the same article that y'all shared, but like when I was looking at this, where it says like the Japanese government is getting involved, the only thing I saw about them getting involved with was like the changing of the copyright law itself. And so I'm just wondering what that would entail, because would it then make it so that it's like up to the owners of you say intellectual property?
Yeah, IP. Yeah, intellectual property.
IP.
Yeah.
Would it be up to them whether or not they are now able to seek like legal retribution for
seek damages?
Yeah. Or something like that. Or is it something where like now you're going to have to sign up with that company to be like a member, like how Chris was saying he's an IOTA. And so if he wants to make some IOTA stuff, like he's a member, that's his business. Is it going to be now
But the
where
thing
these
is,
people have
but
to
that's
sign up and
but
be
that's what I'm saying.
members?
But that's what I'm saying. It could easily get out of control to the point where you have to, it can't look like this. It can't look like that. Da 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 this and da 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 da. Like it can easily just spiral out of control. One of my for example, one of my friend brothers, he just made this fierce piece with our shield on it. You know what I'm saying? Iced out. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. It promotes the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? So like versus like, okay, you have to go through this person and go through that person and get permission for that and a certain amount of money. Like, I don't know how it goes or whatever, but it could be, oh, this person has to get a certain amount of money and da 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 da. Like, it takes out that spirit of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, people put blood, sweat, and tears into these costumes and they're sick with it. So,
but okay, I hate to be this person.
No, you don't. I'm
No,
realized
no, no,
at this
no,
point you don't hate to be.
No, it's just
I wonder if Tim's
just
gonna
conversation.
say what I want to say.
It's just conversation.
Mm-hmm.
There's also blood, sweat, and tears in the characters that are being created that are potentially being infringed upon.
And if you want, somebody to go out, get into a costume, get into cosplay, go to different events and things of that nature, pay me. Oh, I'm sorry. F you, pay me.
I was waiting. Thank you. I was there's a long pause. I was waiting for.
No.
Well,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
So then this is the question that, shoot, I had a really good point. Dang it.
And poof, it's gone.
Yeah, the ADD rears its ugly head again. It had something to do with what if you are, and I'll take Cece, for example. I'm going to say Cece.
Okay.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, on her Instagram, she says, and Cece's a cosplayer, that none of her opinions or points of view
reflect those of the
reflect her employer or her organization that she's a part of as well. And so my thing I'm wondering is what if somebody who is famous for doing a certain cosplay, or there's a group of people famous for doing cosplays, who then use that to radicalize something, or when we saw the guy who had the wearing Captain America shirt or whatever, when they stormed not the White House, the Capitol building.
Yeah.
What if you are dressed?
Well, that's misappropriation, though. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But my thing is what if you do that, and then what becomes associated with that character, especially if it's a lesser known character that you're cosplaying? What if that gets associated with you and the company, and then the company has to start covering themselves by saying we are not affiliated with this person. They took property of ours and they interpreted it or used it for their own reasons.
Similar to Punisher, how the Punisher logo was taken and the owner was like, "Nah, we don't support that."
Yeah, but it's
and that's my thing.
Keep doing that though.
And that's my thing. So once again, if it's and I mean, yeah. Now, if I this is my thing. If it's something negative, hold on. What's going on with my camera? If it's something negative, then call it out. Yeah, this is something else, something other. No, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, yes, the who's gonna say if something's positive, something's working, something's free, promoting your brand for free? No one's gonna say this has absolutely nothing to do with it. They're just gonna let it ride out okay, because more than likely you're bringing me a coin anyway. But if it's something negative, which will deplete your coin, no, you put out a statement.
They're afraid of people doing more and more stuff on their own and creating it on their own instead of buying their property. That's what they're worried
Baby.
about.
Well, you need to get out a full. Who putting out a full cosplay kit, especially the level of cosplay that we see on a regular basis. Who?
Yeah, you can't find that on Etsy.
Yeah, if you go on Etsy, they have a whole bunch of people have like Harry Potter inspired,
which is still independent.
In that,
although Etsy gets 40%.
Talking about people getting percentages, good. You helped me out with a segue because I was trying to figure out how the hell I was going to move to the story. It is now confirmed that, I get to say this, Jinkies. HBO Max is entertaining the idea of bringing in old IPs and taking them into the adult world and kind of growing them up with us, with a backstory of Velma, and resurrecting Clone High, which I think that was MTV. Was that MTV?
Yeah.
Okay. And or was that Adult Swim?
I think it was
Clone High.
Okay, our
I
researchers.
feel like it was
up.
either MTV or Nickelodeon, but I'm leaning towards MTV.
I think MTV too. I'm not so sure.
Well, look, y'all know me.
Look it up. Go for it.
I am Wikipedia.
She's on it. All right. So
always.
they're
MTV.
bringing. There we go. Because it was around. It was Daria time frame.
Yeah, because it said it was first in Canada.
Yeah.
And then got brought to America via MTV.
Yes. So.
La 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 la. Sorry, you said Daria, and that is like.
Yeah, I know. I had to have brought something up for you. I figured it was going to happen. That's okay.
Top 10.
Top 10. So they're bringing these cartoons to HBO Max, which is making it even more great for us that grew up on cartoons and don't have a proper Adult Swim experience anymore, which I feel like this is like the grown up of Adult Swim, even though it was already adult. But either way, are we ready for some adult Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
So I'm going to start off with Chico on this.
Y'all notice how he never starts with me?
No. Okay. You know what?
No, please don't. Not on this one.
See, I'm always looking out for the person I know that could start a conversation.
You should start off with me with Jimmy Wooten because that is bae. Yes. I love messing with Tim.
Chico. So hi. All right. This is kind of a huge thing because we're starting to see that they are really looking at us as a demographic. They brought over Sesame Street and made an kind of adult Sesame Street with Elmo. They brought over the Adult Swim stuff, some of the cartoons we grew up on, and now they're adding things that we grew up on and reinventing them. What's your feelings on that?
I like it. It's more of a about time type of deal because they've been kids forever. They've had plain as day adults playing them as kids, and it's just like even the theme for that movie was definitely it was definitely adult. So it's
is that like was that with like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Fred? Okay.
Yeah, so and I think starting with Velma would be a good way to open the door, so to speak. Because they have the whole Hanna-Barbera library and they've barely scratched the surface of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've come out with comics for
Flintstones. That was great.
Flintstones. Snagglepuss had one. Yeah, they did a Mystery Inc. And the books were all great. They were all like modern day type things, modern day themes.
Especially the Flintstones.
Yeah, so it'd be really good to finally see them put them on the screen.
I mean, Popeye even. I'd be kind of interested to see
modern day.
to bring Popeye back.
what they would do with Popeye, yeah, and olive oil.
Psh, I want to know what's up with Sweet Pea. He has to be an adult now.
You would think.
I'm just saying.
I'm excited to see where this goes and to see what else they bring out. Because, like, what was the last movie? Scoob,
and that was caught up in movie. What's the void place where there's no left or right or up and down?
Limbo.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was in movie Limbo because of the whole thing of COVID. So
right.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see Blue Falcon. So it opens the door for some stuff.
Kristen.
Bring back Captain Planet.
Oh no. Hell no.
He's going to bring pollution down to zero.
You're a tree. You're a tree. You're a tree.
What?
Everybody's a tree.
We're in a climate change.
You know what? I'm not opposed to that.
Like,
I'm not opposed to that. Yeah.
Like maybe they'll put it on Discovery Plus instead of HBO Max.
Oh man, no. if he did go to HBO Max and they made Captain Planet adult.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can work with that.
I like the idea of Velma though. I like starting off with her. And it's so funny because we were just talking about Cece, and that's one of her big cosplays is that she cosplays as Velma.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta look it up.
It's cute. It's really cute.
All right.
And I would like to know more about her because I feel like she's always just kind of pushed to the wayside, and she's
more than Daphne. I feel like we only really know Scoob and Shaggy. We don't even know really Fred. Well, unless you're a fan like me of a pup named Scooby Doo, then you know all of them.
That's all I was to say. Right.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like
the whole theory is they're all draft dodgers.
The who?
Look, me and Chris both got the head tilt.
Draft dodgers.
Go ahead, Chico.
Oh, draft dodgers. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I still.
Okay, pretty much avoided the draft.
That's why they was dodging the draft. That's why they was always traveling around.
Oh, I thought this was
but that would only be
right.
But that would only be Shaggy and Fred.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it would only be them. Yeah, because selective service. That's a shame.
Sorry, I'm looking at all this like Hanna-Barbera stuff, and now I'm like, man, I want to see this and this and this, especially Dexter's Lab. But yeah, I like the idea of Velma. I like the idea of Velma.
I want to know if they're gonna.
Scooby-Doo person.
Me either.
Yeah.
I
just always go ruh, ruh.
I was only a fan of a pup named Scooby-Doo. I think
that was cute.
Was Mystery Inc. one of the reboots?
Mystery Inc.
Yeah. You had a phone call.
Y'all still have a house phone?
And we all take an emotional break for the call.
Like, is it Simpson? Is it Simpson? Put Simpson on the screen.
No, not him.
Dang it. Can we also bring back the Jetsons?
No. Okay. So here's my thing. I'm glad you said that. Now I can change cameras. So no Jetsons and no Flintstones.
Dang, you just trying to like keep all of my childhood suppressed.
But there's a reason for it. They'll have to make
Well,
a
I
drastic
agree with
change.
the Flintstones.
They gotta make a drastic change. Chico, you know what it is, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm only agreeing with Flintstones because it's been done. So
Well, that's
they've
only in the
never
comic.
really
That's in the comic
tried again
form.
with the Jetsons.
So okay, so the reason I'm opposed to the Flintstones and the Jetsons, and unless they make a major change, I can't support it, is that there's no black people in the
Yep.
past, and there's none in the
Yep.
future.
Yep.
See, this is my thing though. With the way things are going, I can totally see them recasting that though. Like Michael B. Jordan was the Human Torch.
That's not the same.
Yeah, but
That's not the same.
that's not the same.
I just mean like you can take non-black characters and cast black people in those roles.
Right, but we're talking about like literally,
Like
yeah,
the people that lived in Bedrock,
there were no black people,
and the people that were
Which is
in
why
the
I'm saying if they did it, they would probably like how they're doing the thing with, even though it's historically inaccurate, Bridgerton.
I still need to watch that. That was recommended to me.
I have not watched it, but I'm like, wouldn't no black people be up in there? I mean, black people existed, obviously, but in that part of society, you wouldn't really have, black characters.
Queen, actually, to my understanding, she was black. She was just passing.
Yeah, what Queen was it? Victoria, Elizabeth, second, something like that. Yeah, because I remember seeing that. But yeah, I feel like if they did do one of those two shows or both of them, they would definitely
modernize
especially in this climate. Yeah, and especially since Lucy, the first Homo sapien, Australopithecus. I can't remember what she is.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Like y'all don't know what Australopithecus is.
I can't even sneeze that word out of my mouth.
This is what happens when you teach middle school humanities. Was found in Africa. So, I mean, so it's like, of course, if they do it again, they would have the mindset. And I think even if they didn't have it originally, someone would force it upon them to have a more diverse cast. I mean, y'all said Mindy Kaling is the one who voices Velma. And she's not white. Yeah. She's just voicing her, but they didn't get a white girl to voice her.
Oh, man, I just thought about something. So is this now going to cause a casting issue because of the whole thing of casting characters of the same race? Like The Simpsons and all that?
No, because Cleveland is a white guy.
No, Cleveland has
No, he's been changed.
Yeah, he's
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy who did the voice stepped down. They haven't filmed that character. They haven't recorded that character in a while because they've been trying to find a replacement. So no, anything you've seen thus far after that, yeah, it's not current. So no, he's not voicing Cleveland. So yeah, all of that. So I'm happy that Mindy is the voice of Velma because it feels like Velma, but I don't know if that's gonna stick. All I want is the Velma that all the internet people cosplay to be on screen.
Oh boy,
that's all I want. I want my Velma to be the really wicked librarian or school teacher.
Where's your
my God!
Where's your wife? Tunisia?
I don't think it's supposed to be that adult.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well, I'll take what I can get.
Well, it is HBO, so I wouldn't
like,
put
it's
it
HBO Max. It's not HBO
past
Pub. Or Hub, excuse me. It's not HBO Hub.
There's a difference.
Well,
it's not Hub Max. It's HBO Max.
Well, in any instance, I think it's cool. And I'm excited that they're going to bring in these older cartoons and hopefully they'll refresh some newer ones and stuff like that. Clone High was already kind of funny, so we'll see what happens with that. And the last thing, which we'll probably save for later, is Boondocks because, well, for me, I know I have a whole lot to talk about when it comes to Boondocks.
I need to
So
watch that.
you do, especially with the controversy that happened after Witherspoon's passing. So it will all make sense at the end, yeah. But let's move on to wrap the show to the point where we do our known traditional thing, and that is our meme. So she's been patiently waiting over on the side. So let's go ahead and get started on this.
Is she conscious?
Very much so.
Okay, because I was like, where is your wife?
So this post reached 20,480 people, had 2,005 bits of engagement, 150 reactions, 4 comments, 180 shares. This was popular. And now it is time for
Shout out.
She did her part.
Good job.
Go back to sleep.
You were told to go back to sleep.
That's
All
just
right.
when we're there, okay?
Aaron, Samantha, Jason, Jack, Matt, Ryan, Martin, Diego, Pat.
Spend it again.
Wow.
All right,
Pat, Ronnie, Daniel, George, Devin, Thomas, Casey, Oscar, Kayla, Drew, Arthur, Eric, Jenna, Juan, Robert, Christian, and everyone else. Thank you so much for being a part of the page and the community.
Why you say Jenna like that?
Jenna, you know,
Jenny.
I know that's a joke.
Well, at least Dylan wasn't up there today.
Dialogue.
I really need you to have kids so these dad jokes would make sense.
I don't need to have nothing that I don't already have, which is good life, good health, good wealth, and all that good stuff. I'm good for right now.
Powerpuff Girl.
Okay, so we have Mando and Boba, and they're walking out and about, and they're like, we both had dead parents. Wear a mask and special suits, and have children and save children. Thank you. So it's hard to read on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means we're basically Batman. We're basically Batman. Kristen.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. How may I be of assistance?
Your excitement just said everything.
Because I always joke. I'm like, because when I saw Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which I know seems like left field given what's on the screen, but I remember sitting there in the theater with like my then boyfriend, and I was like, I started crying while we were watching the movie, like in the theater. And he looks over, he's like, what is wrong with you? Why are you crying in the theater? Like people are like turning around looking at me and stuff. And I was like, he's an orphan and they're making him live under the stairs. And this is just so sad. Like I was so upset.
Weenie.
And it's sad. His parents died. And then and
Bruce didn't cry.
Bruce is traumatized. Bruce also was like 8 or 9 when his parents were shot in front of him, and Harry Potter like could barely stand in his crib when his parents were killed.
So he didn't see anything.
Yeah, well, he saw it. He just ain't know what he was saying. But at that moment, I was like, I don't know, like what is it about orphans? I don't know. They just really get to me. And he was like, what? I said, Batman first, and then Harry Potter. And then I was telling Chico, I'm only on episode 7, but that I love The Mandalorian. Like the music, I don't know who the music composer, director, whatever is, they're phenomenal. I feel like I saw somewhere that it's the same same person who did something else that I really liked. But anyway, it made me start thinking when I saw this meme, I was like, I like Harry Potter, he's an orphan. I like Batman, he's an orphan. I like The Mandalorian, he's an orphan. I like Spider-Man, he's an orphan. And I like Wolverine, and technically he's an orphan. Like, what is it with me and people with powers or suits who are orphans? And like,
It says something about you.
You should adopt.
look, at this rate, I'm gonna have to.
And if you do, don't forget, they all have to have a tragic backstory. And you're going to have to train them up.
No, Tim, no. Oh
Yeah,
God,
the only thing that's gonna happen if I adopt a child is that child will be named Robin. That's my mom's name, Chris.
So,
Oh, I'm like,
oh, you get a pass. You get a pass.
Yeah, because I'm like, it works for a boy or a girl.
Because I was thinking of our good friend Junior, whose son is Grayson.
I love that name. That's the name of one of my characters in my novel. But
yeah,
I just thought this was funny because it's so accurate. And they're like, if you think about the Mandalorian, I don't know much about Boba Fett. He's very stoic, like Batman is. And that's the first thing that I noticed about him when it came to the child. I was like, this is the first time
you mean Mando?
Oh, sorry, Mando. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time when he sees the child and they do their little ET moment.
No. Drop it.
No. What?
Don't play with that.
Oh.
Okay, I know what you're talking about, but no. Remember when he finds him in the egg and the thing is floating and he like reaches and then the hand comes out. Okay, good. You do remember. When I saw that, I was like, I know you can't see his face, but I was like, look, he's showing emotion. And that's just like Bruce when it came to Dick Grayson. He's so stoic all the time. And then when it comes to kids who are, or presumably kids, who are in some sort of danger or whatever, his heart kind of melts.
Is what I'm saying.
And then he puts him in the gym and
is what I'm saying.
He puts him what?
He puts them in some type of crazy training.
Creating
I haven't gotten that far.
He gets
no,
them.
No. I'm just talking about with Batman.
Oh, you were talking about Bruce.
Yeah, they have a tragic backstory, and then he adopts, and then they go through all this training and stuff, and then now
they want to.
I don't think any Orphan was like, no, I don't want to do this.
Orphan?
Chico knows what I'm saying.
no idea.
I used to be an Orphan.
That is way too.
Yeah, he didn't say it like
word.
that. He just said orphan.
No, it says orphans.
Talking about Black Dynamite.
Oh.
Oh God, no. God, no, Tim. No. Oh my God, no.
Nothing wrong with Black Dynamite.
No. Tim. Oh my God.
Oh, no, Black Dynamite.
No, he's no.
With
he's
that,
just a no.
Let's just close out the show.
Oh my God, no.
All right, for Kristen, for Chris,
Peace.
for Chico, and for myself, guys. As always, thank you for watching, listening. I was combining two things at once.
All that.
All of those things. Make sure to subscribe, alert button, like, hit that, beat that, whatever. I don't know what the thing is in what Chico just distracted me with Grogu. But with all of those things,
Rust.
with all of
The
that,
button.
guys, thank you for watching. And this is ILNL. I'm so cutting this.
Oh, I'm sorry. F you, baby.
I was waiting. Thank you. I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
there's a long pause. I was waiting.